Hello everyone, Andre Zebart from ADZebart.com, speaking to you about a neuro-linguistic programming concept called mirroring and pacing. Isn't it a wonderful thing when people say to you, "You really understand and speak my language"? This is one of the clearest indications that they trust you. And in order to gain an advantage in achieving that perception, you might want to learn a skill which teaches you how to pace and mirror your communications. When you ignore language preferences, you ignore making a potential connection with someone. So I'm going to, of course, give you a for instance. Let's take a look at an example of someone not paying attention to somebody else's languaging. So a first person is talking to a second person, and he says, "Did you see last night's Game of Thrones?" The second person replies, "I felt that they should have killed that sadistic kid off in the same season he became king." And the first person comes back with, "Yes, just seeing how awful he treated people was hard to watch." So you notice the back and forth between those two. They're actually talking across purposes, even though they both love the Game of Thrones, and they basically agree on the same thing. But instinctually, or within their gut, they aren't really connecting on that shared interest. Let's take a look at how the first person could have connected better to the second person. The first person says, "Did you see last night's Game of Thrones?" The second person replies, "I felt that they should have killed that sadistic kid off the same season he became king." This time, the first person comes back with, "I felt the same way. That kid just made me cringe with all the pain he caused everyone around him." In the second example, the first person shifted his speech to match up to the preferred language of the second person. This is one of the many skills of language pacing that you should learn. You use words that mirror the other person's preferred language, thereby giving you a common mode of communication. People who are visual thinkers use phrases like, "I like the look," or "see what I'm saying." Their language includes words like look, see, picture. Auditory language thinkers will say things like, "Sounds good to me," or "that rings true." A little quirk you're going to find with auditory thinkers. Although they can be the best listeners, they tend to talk quite a bit. But other than this trait, you can spot auditory thinkers because they're going to use words like hear, listen, and sounds like. Kinesthetic language users are very oriented towards feelings. If you ever watched one of Bill Clinton's moving speeches, you heard him say things like, "I can feel your pain," and then he'll follow up with that little misty-eyed look. Oftentimes, kinesthetics have short attention spans. Their need for action and moving things forward seems to make them look impatient to others. So here's hoping you heard my message and can see the power in it enough to want to learn more. This has been a public service announcement from ADZebart.com.